Hello students, myself Pratibha Virajdar. Today we will discuss the topics structure of Anatropous ovule, development of female gametophyte and pollination. See first structure of Anatropous ovule. Gynoecium is the female reproductive whole of flower. Individual member of gynoecium is called as carpel. If the gynoecium is formed by single carpel, then it is called monocarpellary, and if it is formed by many carpel, then it is called as polycarpellary. In polycarpellary condition, if all the carpels are united, then it is called syncarpus, and if the carpels are free, then it is called apocarpus. Each carpel consists three parts: stigma, style, and ovary. And inside the ovary, ovules are present. So see the next bit, that is the structure of ovule. In most of the angiospermic plant, Anatropous ovule is present. So here we discuss the structure Anatropous ovule. Anatropous ovule is common in angiosperm. What is meant by Anatropous ovule? An ovule which has bent axis and downwardly directed opening called as Anatropous ovule. What is Anatropous ovule? An ovule which has bent axis and downwardly directed opening called as Anatropous ovule. When we take the vertical section of this Anatropous ovule, then the two parts are present. Means this Anatropous ovule, it shows the two main parts: first stalk and second body. See first stalk. Stalk of ovule is called as funicle or funiculus. Right? Stalk of ovule is called as funicle or funiculus. Then this funicle or ovule is attached to the wall of ovary by a tissue called placenta. Then this funicle, it stretch over the body of ovule called as raphe. Then at the tip of this ovule, a major swollen portion is present called as body. So here the funicle is attached to the body of ovule at a point called as hilum. What is hilum? The point of attachment of funicle to the body is called as hilum. Right? So see the next part, body. At the tip of this funicle, this swollen portion is present, which is called as body. Then this body, it shows the following parts. See, first nucellus, second chalaza, then third micropyle, integument and embryo sac. See one by one. First nucellus. Nucellus is the major part of body, and it is the main part of body. It is formed by diploid parenchymatous cells. Here this nucellus, it actually acts as or represents megasporangium proper. So what is the function of this nucellus? In nucellus, megasporogenesis and development of female gametophyte takes place. What is megasporogenesis? Formation of the megaspores called as megasporogenesis. And second, development of female gametophyte is also takes place in nucellus. Then second part, chalaza. The basal part of nucellus from where the integuments develops called as chalaza, and this end is called as chalazal end. So next part, integuments. Integuments, these are protective in nature. Means these integuments, they protect the nucellus and embryo sac. Inside this nucellus, that is the inside this integument, nucellus and embryo sac is present. So this integument, it protects the nucellus and embryo sac. Then these integuments, they surrounds completely to this nucleus except a small portion at the opposite end or terminal end. Means these integuments, they do not completely surround this nucleus. Here a small portion is present, that is they leave some gap, right? So what is the function of this nucleus? What is the function of these integuments? As it is the outermost layer, so it protects the inner parts, that is nucleus and embryo sac. And second function, after fertilization, integuments are converted into seed coat. Here the two layers of integuments are present, that is outer integument and inner integument. So such type of ovule is called as bitegmic ovule. And if in the ovule single integument is present, then it is called unitegmic ovule. In anatropous ovule, mostly bitegmic integument is present. So here outer layer of integument is converted into the outer layer of seed coat, that is testa, and inner layer of integument is converted into the inner layer of seed coat, which is called as tegmen. Testa and tegmen, these are the two layers of seed coats, right? The next, micropyle. The integument leave a narrow opening at the terminal end of nucleus called as micropyle, and the end is called as micropylar end. What is the function of this micropyle? This micropyle, it forms the passage for the entry of pollen tube into ovule during fertilization. And second function, during seed germination, it allows the entry of water and radical comes out through it, right? These are the two functions of micropyle. The next part, embryo sac, or which is also called as female gametophyte, and this is the important part. Embryo sac or female gametophyte is oval shape, somewhat oval shape. It is haploid and present towards the micropylar end. Then this embryo sac, it is 7-celled and 8 nucleated, means it consists 7 cells and 8 nuclei. See, a group of cells, a group of 3 cells which are present towards the micropylar end is called as egg apparatus, in which the single central large is egg and 2 lateral synergids. Then a group of 3 cells which are present towards chalazal end called as antipodal cells, and in the center 2 polar nuclei, they fuse together and form a single central large cell which is called as secondary nucleus or definitive nucleus. Which are the 3 cells of this embryo sacs? 3 cells, or that is the 7 cells. See, first one egg apparatus, then second antipodal cells, and third one secondary nucleus. Egg apparatus, it is formed by again 3 cells. Which one? Central large egg and 2 lateral synergids. Then towards chalazal end, a group of 3 cells are present, which is called as antipodal cells. And in the center, 2 polar nuclei fuse together to form a single cell which is diploid, called as secondary nucleus or definitive nucleus, right? So here in angiospermic plant, embryo sac is 7 cell and 8 nucleated. How the 7 cells? 3 cells towards the micropylar end, 3 cells towards the chalazal end, and central single cell, that is 7 cell. But how it is 8 nucleated? Because the central cell or secondary nucleus, it is diploid. Why it is diploid? Because it is formed by the fusion of 2 polar nuclei, so it is diploid. So it consists totally 8 nuclei. Each cell, it consists the single nucleus, and here this secondary nucleus, it consists the 2 nuclei. So it is 7 cell and 8 nucleated structure. Such structure, that is 7 cell and 8 nucleated structure of embryo sac, it is the important characteristic of this angiospermic plant. Then this embryo sac is monosporic. Why it is monosporic? Because it is formed by the single megaspore. Then it is endosporic because this process takes place inside the megaspore. And 7 cell and 8 nucleated structure. So such structure, it is the important, or it is called as the polygonum type of embryo sac. Means angiosperm is monosporic, that is embryo sac is in this angiospermic plant monosporic, endosporic, 7 celled and 8 nucleated. Such structure is called as polygonum type, right? So the next bit we discuss development of this female gametophyte, or how this embryo sac is formed, right? So the next bit, development of female gametophyte. We know embryo sac or female gametophyte is 7 cell and 8 nucleated. It is endosporic. Why? Because it takes place inside the megaspore. Then it is monosporic because it developed from the single megaspore. And this process involves 1 meiosis and 3 mitosis divisions. See the process in detail. Here, one of the cell of nucellus towards the micropillar end, here one of the cell of nucellus towards the micropillar end, it becomes active and functions as megaspore mother cell, right? I repeat again, how the development is start. One of the cell of nucellus towards the micropillar end, it becomes functional and acts as megaspore mother cell. Then this megaspore mother cell diploid in nature, so it undergoes the first meiosis division to form the 4 haploid megaspores. Here these megaspores arrange linearly, so such arrangement is called as linear tetrad, right? So first meiosis division takes place here. After meiosis division, 4 megaspores are formed. Out of these 4 megaspores, the lower 3, these are degenerate. Actually here diagram is wrong. The lower 3 cells, these are degenerate, and only upper cell, that is which are present towards the chalazal side, it becomes the functional, right? Out of 4 megaspores, only 1 megaspores which are present towards the chalazal end is the functional, and remaining 3, these are the degenerates, right? So here this functional megaspore, it undergoes the 3 successive mitosis division to form the 8 nucleated structure. See one by one. This functional megaspore, that is all lower 3 degenerate, and only upper, that is the megaspore which are present toward the chalazal side, become functional. Then this functional megaspore, it undergoes the first mitosis division to form the 2 nuclei. Then it undergoes the second mitosis division to form the 4 nuclei. Then next it undergoes the third mitosis division to form the 8 nuclei. That is 4 nuclei towards the chalazal end and 4 nuclei towards the micropillar end, right? Then here 1 nuclei from each end comes towards the center and acts as polar nuclei, right? 1 cell from the chalazal end and 1 nuclei from the chalazal end and 1 nucleus from the micropillar end comes towards the center and acts as polar nuclei. And here these polar nuclei fuse to form the diploid secondary nucleus, right? So here this embryo sac structure is formed, means 3 cells which are present towards the micropillar end, 3 cells which are present towards the chalazal end, and central secondary nucleus. A group of 3 cells which is present, a group of 3 cells which are present toward the micropillar end is called as egg apparatus. In this egg apparatus, central large cell which is egg and 2 lateral synergids. A group of 3 cells which are present toward chalazal end, these are the antipodal cells. And in the center, secondary nucleus. How the secondary nucleus is formed? It is formed by the fusion of these two polar nuclei, right? Thus, the 7 cell and 8 nucleated structure is formed. Here, in this egg apparatus, see the function or see the function of each cell in this embryo sac. See first egg apparatus. How the egg apparatus is formed? Egg apparatus, it is formed by the 3 cells. The central large egg and 2 lateral synergids. The central large egg and 2 lateral synergids. Egg, it is haploid. When the fertilization process takes place, the first male gamete unite with this egg to form the diploid zygote, and later on this zygote develops into the embryo sac, right? Then what is the function of this synergid? This synergid, it has the hair-like projections which is called as filiform apparatus, and this filiform apparatus, it helps to guide the pollen tube, means it helps for the fertilization process. Then antipodal cells, these are the accessory cells, means they do not play any role in fertilization process. Secondary nucleus, it is diploid. Second male gamete, when the second male gamete is unite with this secondary nucleus, it form the triploid endosperm. So in angiospermic plant, endosperm is triploid. Why? Because secondary nucleus is diploid, and when the haploid male gamete it unite with this secondary nucleus, then it form the triploid endosperm, right? That is the this process, it is called as the development of female gametophyte, right? Simple process. See again what happened. One of these cells from nucellus toward the micropillar end, it becomes active and acts as a megaspore mother cell. This megaspore mother cell, it undergoes the meiosis division to form the 4 haploid megaspores. Out of 4 megaspores, the megaspore which are present toward the chalazal end, it becomes functional, and remaining 3 are degenerates. So this functional megaspore, it undergoes the 3 successive mitosis division to form the 8 nucleated structure. These 8 nuclei arranged properly, means 4 nuclei toward the chalazal end and 4 nuclei towards the micropillar end. Then 1 nucleus from chalazal end and 1 nucleus from micropillar end comes toward the center and acts as a polar nuclei. Later on, these polar nuclei fuse and they form the diploid secondary nucleus. Here, the remaining cells, means that is the 3 cells which are present towards the micropillar end, arranged properly. 3 cells which are present towards the chalazal end, arranged properly. The 3 cells which are present towards the micropillar end, these are acts as egg apparatus. 3 cells which are present towards the chalazal end, these are called as antipodal cells, and the central large cell is called as secondary nucleus, right? Thus, the fully developed female gametophyte or embryo sac is 7 cell 8 nucleated. So in this process, one meiosis and three mitosis divisions are present. Remember it. MCQs answer in one sentence question. Means in development of male gametophyte, dash meiosis and dash mitosis divisions are present. So how many meiosis divisions present? One meiosis. And how many mitosis divisions? Three mitosis divisions. Okay. Then next we will continue the pollination process. Right? So next topic is pollination. Right? Pollination we will discuss later.